Zenless Zone Zero, ZZZ, or Z for short. God, I sound like a bee. It's the latest new game from Hoyoverse, and they've just had their very first and super important livestream, with huge details about the game's release, insane free-to-play rewards and how to get them, and what we can expect gameplay-wise. This livestream was so important, in fact, that the CEO, Dawei, was even there.
大家好，我是你们老朋友大伟哥。
Yeah. That guy. As of recording, the game has 45 million pre-registrations, and it's safe to say that this game is going to be incredibly popular at release. Speaking of the game's release, that's actually only a couple of days away now as well. So, instead of you trying to digest the live stream and quickly digest everything about the game, here is a quick and simple, condensed summary with only all the important details with everything you need to know, including how to claim all the rewards at launch to get that head start. And quickly, consider leaving a like or comment to let me know if you want to see more ZZZ content on this channel, and I don't mean the kind where I'm sleeping. So the first half is going to be a summary of the game and my beta experience, and the second half of this video is going to be the summary of the livestream, updates, and rewards. So for those that don't know what to expect about ZZZ, the game is strictly an RPG action game set in the post-apocalyptic, futuristic setting known as New Eridu. The world has been invaded by enemies known as the Ethereals, which come from these big black holes that appear called Hollows. We play as a proxy, one of two siblings, who help guide agents, who are people who venture into these hollows, whether that's for riches, to protect humanity, or various other reasons. Immediately upon stepping into the game, it's overflowing with personality and feels very alive, with a style and design that is very unique. And you don't need to trust my word for it, just watch this.
The world, the Hollows. What should you do if you're trapped in a hollow? Apocalyptic Neverland. Immersive narrative. Action-packed novelty.
Each character has an interesting personality, amazing voice acting, and even the story being told through a mixture of awesome comic-style panels, pre-rendered cutscenes, and in-game cutscenes. It's needless to say, I had a blast during my time with the beta. And with these characters, you can actually invite your agents out into a hangout session, and you can text them. They'll meet up with you in the overworld, and in my example, I went on an arcade date with my boy Billy. Except, he didn't know it was a date. Awkward. Anyways, the music is like a huge playlist of exclusively only certified bops like this. During my time in the beta, I also found the world building, the locations, and the NPC design to be top-notch. The world feels so alive with interesting NPCs to interact with, and whether it's the voice acting or even down to the small things like their idle animations being varied and interesting, it was a lot of fun to just run up and down the street and absorb everything around me. And it's important to note that the game is not open world, which some people might be put off by, but personally for me, I really enjoyed it since everything is condensed. And just because it's not an open world doesn't mean there isn't a lot to see and experience. It just means we don't have to spend 30 seconds running from one interesting point to another, and that's fine by me. Also during the livestream, the devs announced that apparently the map that we experienced during the latest beta was only about 50% of what we're going to see at launch, which is amazing news, and I couldn't be more excited for more content. Alright, last thing to cover before we get into the livestream update, summary, and rewards. Combat. Let's talk about it, because it is an action RPG, and this is one of the main draws and gameplay loops of Zenless Zone Zero. In my experience with the latest beta, combat felt really easy to pick up with a lot of flashing icons and enough prompting to explain what to press, and you'll be able to quickly jump in. But after reading paragraph upon paragraph for character abilities and team building buff related text, I feel like it can also easily get really deep with plenty of small things you can optimize for. For example, things you can optimize include combat mechanics like animation cancelling, and especially regarding things like team building. The game has factions, elements, and classes, all which tie into team building and allow for interesting team comps and strategies. But that's probably a whole video in itself. We'll save that for next time. In terms of actual combat, you have various offensive and defensive abilities and options at your disposal, but that also probably needs to be its own video as well. Just know that the combat can be as simple or as deep as you want it to be. And at least from the beta, the story mode has an easy mode for those that just want to experience the story, and a try hard mode for those that want the challenge. You can guess which one I played. Yeah. And now onto the livestream. The focus of the livestream seemed to revolve around one central theme in particular, which translates into English as satisfying. They also discussed game modes, with these ones being available at launch. The core three are going to be story mode alongside explore and combat commissions. Story mode as of the last beta doesn't actually require any energy cost when playing it, which is a huge win for players. It also comes with those 2 difficulties I mentioned earlier, and it goes up to Chapter 3 at launch. Alongside it is Explore and Combat Quests, which is where we're going to be doing most of our farming. There are also 2 other game modes, the Hollow Zero and Shiyu Defense. Hollow Zero, for those that play Honkai Star Rail, is similar to Simulated Universe, but essentially it's like a roguelite game with endless varied gameplay, buffs to pick from, and some persistent progression between runs. And we also have Shiyu Defense, which is kind of similar to Spiral Abyss in Genshin or Forgotten Halls in Star Rail, but they are pre-designed challenges that reset every couple weeks, and they give you rewards when you fully clear them. The livestream also demoed some new characters for the very first time, and here they are. Wait, is that a Catboy? Another huge thing that they talked about are Bangbus. If you played in the beta, you would know what they are, but basically they're little robots that the main character controls and assists the agents with as they enter the Hollow Zones. They're super cute, they give you buffs to your team based on which one you pick, and they can even help you out in combat as well. But a lot of people were worried about whether they were going to be locked behind some sort of premium currency. But Hoyoverse has come through and they've confirmed they will only be available through a free-to-play currency. For me, that's another huge win, and I can't wait to collect these cute designs. Also, I saw a few Reddit detectives actually already notice small things in the live stream as well, like it appears that you can't actually lose your 50-50 when pulling on this banner as well for a Bangbu, so it seems like it gets even better. But the biggest announcement by far was the free-to-play rewards that they confirmed. So, what can you expect from the launch as a free-to-play player? Well, originally it was 80 free character pulls, and I was already pretty excited for that. But they upped the total to 100 for the sake of, well, you guessed it, to make it more swang. We also get another 80 Boopons, which are used to pull Bangbus. You know, coupons plus Bangbus are Boopons apparently. So, hopefully at launch, we'll be able to get our favorite Bangbus to pair up with our agents. And it gets better. There's also this free code ZZZ free 100 to get extra rewards with. But this is only going to be claimable at launch, and it will only last a week, so make sure to claim it first when the game comes out. Another thing is to make sure to do the stock up web event. I've already done it. It's just a lot of clicking. It's really not that hard. But basically at the end of it, you unlock a free A rank weapon, and it comes in the mail once the game starts. What it is basically a purple or 4-star drop when you start. It's a free weapon, and it also comes with some experience and materials in the mail as well. And I'll add that link to the description if you wanted to just get an easy way to access that. Also, it's probably best to pre-register if you haven't already to ensure that you get the pre-registration bonuses. I'm pretty sure everyone will get it, but personally I just went to the website, signed up to make sure I got it. You can also do this on console, Google Play, or App Store as well. So there you have it. That's a whole summary of the live stream, as well as everything you're gonna need to be ready to try Zenless Zone Zero on the 4th of July at launch. Thank you so much for watching. I'm gonna be streaming this game over at twitch.tv/invain when the game comes out. So make sure to follow me, and I'll see you on the 4th of July when the game comes out officially. Let me know if you want to also see more ZZZ content on the channel via the comments or liking this video, and get subbed and hit the bell so you don't miss that upload when it comes by. Take care boys, and I'll see you in the next video.